Last time on the Alpha Male Universe.
Look how pretty she is. Isn't she just so pretty? She's just so fucking pretty. I would like to
do okay, we are cooked. Yeah, we are absolutely cooked, chat. GG.
Welcome back to the Alpha Male Universe. Now this AMU episode is gonna be fucking crazy because we're talking about Wes Watson beating the living shit out of Megan. Now if you don't know who Megan is, she was Wes Watson's ex-fiance. I'm assuming they're totally done and we're gonna talk about some clips that dive into that. But yeah, he decided to go full schizo mode, beat the shit out of her, and now here we are with probably one of the craziest AMU episodes to ever go live. Now I'm gonna be talking about some clips that give further context to how maybe all of this happened. We're going to be drawing on some clips from Daddy Wells, who was the one who broke the story. And yeah, this episode is going to have it all. So be sure to smash that like button, fuck Wes Watson, and let's get this show on the fucking road.
Isn't that crazy? I feel like after you asked her to marry you, she went MIA. So we had a couple arguments, okay? And I'm very transparent. And now she feels like she needs space and then is not answering my call or showing me. So yeah, guess what? We ain't together. We're done. Straight up.
So Wes Watson was already trying to spin a narrative to all of this weird shenanigans with his fiance. Now, Megan had disappeared and a lot of people were wondering what happened. Now, I'm pretty sure no one would have ever thought it would have led to this, but the story goes is that Wes Watson was extremely upset that she went to a basketball game without him, and then she ended up trying to go back to his mansion, his rented mansion, and try to fix things with him. Well, it resulted in her being beat up by to the point where an ambulance was called, I believe. And the crazy thing is that Jose and his bodyguard just watched all of this go down. We have a screenshot from Sherry, who is Wes Watson's mom, even trying to do some type of damage control on Daddy Wells' video, saying Jose has a different point of view or some type of video, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna come out as well. But yeah, it is honestly wild. There's even arrest footage from the Baller Buster page. My apologies for the flashing. If it's too much, then just look away. I'll just keep commentating on it. But yeah, even the neighbor is watching the AMU. That's wild. The neighbor recorded this. What the fuck is going on? So there's another clip where Wes Watson was trying to spin the narrative further, saying that he is full of love.
That's the thing. It wasn't fake. I really wanted to work. It wasn't fake. But I mean, the thing is, it's this chick right here who asked this question, what is the matter with you? I know you have no tits and no ass and you're busted. So I get that you think shit's fake. But there's nothing fake about anything. I literally am that stupid. If you want to say I'm stupid, that's fine. But don't say it's fake. Because there's nothing fake about it. I may be dumb and naive and think people are more in love with people than I am. I love people. I love my people.
Dude, this is literally a Cyrax level move because you have to understand this. Wes Watson is making this clip trying to do damage control because he probably already knew this was going to come out. At this moment, he knows he already beat up Megan, but has the nerve to go on his Instagram and say to the world, oh, I'm just a loving guy. I've just been deprived of the opportunity to give love to a special someone, but I give love to all of my friends. What a fucking schizomoronic alfalfa male. I mean, honestly, that is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. That is a top 5 most delusional moments ever here in the AMU. I can't believe this dude knowingly posted that shit after he knows that he beat up on Megan. That is just wild. And I wanted to segue into this, right? Because I saw a narrative for quite some time before this incident occurred that we should have sympathy for Wes Watson, right? Before this incident occurred. No one's ever going to have sympathy, right? But people like Dubs try to suggest that we are maybe too hard on Wes Watson, that we should have sympathy for him.
I've said it over and over. I don't wish jail upon Wes. I don't. Especially the way he's going right now. I mean, he's really, really spiraling out of control. And I think a prison term in Florida is going to be horrendous for him.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But that was literally the dumbest fucking take ever. Because Wes Watson has always been a horrible human being. You know, some people try to call on the days when he was on some type of park bench or whatever. But he's always been like this. Like, money just makes you more of what you already are. I wouldn't be shocked if more women come forward and talk about how Wes Watson beat up on them. But we should never ever have sympathy for anyone featured in the AMU. It is so ridiculous that even for 1 second, people even entertain that idea. So, you know, I just wanted to put that out there because I was thinking about that. And you know what? Let's move on with the rest of this weird ass Wes Watson clip.
People are more in love with people than I am. I love people. Like, I love my people. When people come to my circle, they're like, whoa, you're a good dude. Like, you like really care and shit. No, not right here. This side round. No, maybe for a second, for instance. Park here for a second. If you're ever doing it. Really cool. But that's the thing. Like, I just love people. I really don't get why they're not the same as me. I don't understand it.
So I pretty much said my piece on this part of the video. Wes Watson continuing these weird delusions that he's like a Gandhi type of person who wants to give love and he's just misunderstood by the world. Well, now I want to segue to Daddy Wells because I consider her a primary source in all of this. She is the one who broke the story. And I want to specifically cite this part of her video where she talks about Wes Watson threatening Megan in terms of literally cutting off her tetas. I am not making that shit up. Let's check that out.
Seen him do in the past. He started threatening her. He literally told her, if you don't get your ass over here right now to Habibi, because he was, you know, going to the club, fucking Habibi, doing God knows what, showing off to everybody that he has a girlfriend, a fiance now or whatever. Like, dude, who even cares? But calling her nonstop, threatening her to get her ass over there, and if she didn't, there was going to be a fucking problem. He also threatened other members of her family, saying that they were also going to be done for. He was saying things like he was going to cut her tits off of her body since he decided to pay for them. And so Megan kept telling him she didn't want to go. She did not want to go to Wes's house, but since he was threatening her and threatening other members of her family, she decided to go. Now, was that a huge mistake? Yes, of course, but that still doesn't excuse his actions and what he decided to do to her, and shouldn't be used as a reason to, you know, blame her for what happened to her. Now, when Megan got to Wes's house, he then posted that video on his story pretending that they were happy and in love still together, showing off, you know, that she was there at his house with the ring still.
Yeah, that is like some Pennywise level of psychotic behavior, saying that you're gonna slice someone's tetas off, fake or not. Like, that's truly insane. And I wanted to say this because some people may note that I did roast Megan in the past. Yeah, I did roast Megan in the past, okay? But I have never wished for her to get beaten up by Wes Watson. Like, that's truly delusional. I would never say that. And I just wanted to, you know what, comment upon that because I've roasted Angie, I've roasted Megan, I've roasted Gabby, but I would never wish any harm on them. No one deserves to get beat up. No one deserves to be afraid of for their lives, right? So I just wanted to comment on that in case it comes up in the comment sections down below that yes, I did roast Megan in the past, but she does not deserve to get beat up. Like, you would have to be batshit insane, just as Wes Watson, to wish any type of harm on these women who are associated with Wes Watson. And it honestly is like the worst outcome in all of this. The best outcome would have just been a normal breakup and she moves on with her life, but instead Wes Watson decided to do the unthinkable.
And he decided to hold her hostage, didn't let her leave, and then proceeded to literally beat her ass. Yes, he beat her ass, you guys, in front of Jose and the bodyguard. I do want to make that clear, and shame on both of them because they watched this entire thing while Megan was screaming, crying, begging people to help her, begging the people who were around to step in and help her, and they did absolutely nothing. Real men, these guys are, right? Now, like I said, Megan was held hostage there. She was not allowed to leave. Wes was completely freaking out, but she finally got to the ER. Megan finally got to the ER, and when she arrived, she obviously had a black eye, you know, like I said, gashes all in her forehead, blood. It looked like it needed stitches. I'm not sure. I'm obviously not a medical professional. It could have just been, crusted up blood and then some scrapes on her face. It was very obvious, very clear that she had been beaten.
If you don't know who Jose is and you're new to the AMU, he's basically like Wes Watson's butler. He gets cream pied every single day, and there have been some suspicions that he was rather jealous that a lot of the attention went away from him to Megan when she got into the scene. I'm not making any of this bullshit up. Like, we have documented this in the past about Jose doing some of the weirdest things a young man would ever do for a person like Wes. Like, honestly, it was really weird to just witness him constantly clean his house, obey all of Wes Watson's orders. Wes would talk to him like he's a dog or something. So that's why people would call him like cream pied Jose. And it is just wild to think that for guys like Wes Watson and his alfalfa groupies, they claim that they're pillars of masculinity, but they are beating up women behind the scenes. Like, Wes Watson is honestly the biggest bitch ever in the AMU. To think that he had to have like 5 guys help him with a 7-foot monster, and then he's just enjoying beating up on Megan. It's just so ridiculous, man. I can't believe there are any Glazers left for this guy, but watch, there's probably going to be 1 or 2 people that defend this, saying that, oh, you don't know the circumstances. Wes could have been fighting for his life. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, that's the dumbest fucking argument ever, yet I know I'm going to see it by some Wes Watson Glazer. So I think I've pretty much covered everything for now. I will keep the community updated, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and swing on by the Discord. I'll see you in a future AMU episode. Until then, later.